When a cough due to a cold makes you miserable, try Ayers Pectoral. More than a century of use proves its efficiency. Provides relief almost at once. Warms the throat, soothes tender membranes. Get a bottle. Ayers, Ayers Pectoral.
Now we present once again Backstage Wife, the story of Mary Noble, a little Iowa girl who married one of America's most handsome actors, Larry Noble, matinee idol of a million other women. The story of what it means to be the wife of a famous star. It's certainly a pleasure to have your dentist clean your teeth. You look in the mirror, and you're delighted. They're so naturally bright and sparkling. They feel wonderfully clean, too. Well, remember, when your dentist cleans your teeth, he often starts with powder. And though you can't use his powder at home daily, it's made for professional use only, you can use a fine dental powder made especially for home use twice a day. It's called Dr. Lyon's Tooth Powder. Originated by a practicing dentist, famous Dr. Lyon's Tooth Powder is used by more people than any other brand of powder. So if your teeth are losing that natural brightness, if they're becoming dull and unattractive because of improper cleansing, switch to powder, Dr. Lyon's Tooth Powder. See how even such dull, cloudy teeth soon get back that natural brilliance and beauty that'll make you proud. And remember, Dr. Lyon's Tooth Powder is available again in metal cans. That means you can always be sure of enjoying Dr. Lyon's famous, refreshing, full flavor. Get a can today. And now, Backstage Wife, the story of Mary Noble and what it means to be the wife of a famous star. It isn't true that Mary and Larry Noble don't want Phyllis Courtney to continue to stay at their home in Rosehaven, Long Island until she is strong again. Not only is Phyllis a charming young girl, but she's the sister of Larry's lifelong friend, Bruce. But Phyllis's mind has been poisoned by her ruthless Aunt Serena, so that she has apparently convinced herself that she must leave. Now, shortly after midnight, Mary and Larry have returned from a performance of Larry's new play in New York to find the guest room empty.
She's gone, Larry, gone.
She can't be gone. She's downstairs. She must be.
But we were just down there, darling.
Not in the library. I'll go see.
No, wait. Her suitcase, her clothes in the closet. Let me look.
Yes.
Empty.
So she is gone. What the deuce made her do this, Mary?
I don't know. Didn't she like it here with us, Larry? I tried to be nice, so did you.
You were nice, darling. Now, for Pete's sake, don't go blaming yourself for this.
Larry, it's so cold tonight. That poor little thin coat of hers.
Come on, we've got to look for her.
Yes, but where do we begin? Oh, darling, I can't stand this. She's already sick. We know she hasn't any money.
Where do we begin is right. The Rosehaven station, I guess. Come on.
Oh, look.
What?
A note there on the bedside table.
Oh, thank heavens.
Read it quick.
I hope it tells us. It's addressed to us both.
Read it.
Dear Larry and Mary, there is so much to say.
And no words to say it, except the old ones. Forgive me. Thank you for everything. I'll always be grateful. But they aren't enough. Nothing will ever be enough. I had to go this way, or I wouldn't have been able to go at all. I could never have brought myself to say goodbye, and now, after all you've done for me, I have one last favor to ask. Please don't come for me. Please don't look for me. I'll be all right. I'll be happy. Happier than I've ever been. So you know I'm not going home to Aunt Serena in Ohio. I'm going where I want to be. You must believe me. Thank you again for everything. But thank you most of all for showing me that a world that seems bleak and cold can also be kind and good because it has Mary and Larry Noble in it. Remember me when I have gone away.
Gone far away into some silent land. Phyllis Courtney.
Oh, Larry.
Well, there you have it, Mary.
Why? Why did she do it? I still don't understand.
Don't try to, because you'll never have the answer.
But I've got to try. Is it something we did wrong?
No, I don't think so. We did everything we could. I think the blame may lie with Aunt Serena. Something she said to Phyllis when she walked in here the other night without warning. I knew we should never have left Lisa alone with her in the dining room.
And Phyllis doesn't want us to follow her.
So I guess we won't. But I have an awful feeling that we ought to, Mary.
But if she doesn't want to be with us,
No. No, it goes beyond that.
you're afraid for her.
And why wouldn't I be? Why wouldn't anyone be? Aside from the money or lack of it, there's that vague thing that comes over her. I don't think she should be alone anywhere.
And she's sick, too, Larry. Remember that.
I am remembering. Oh, this is a fine state of affairs. What would Bruce say if he knew we let his sister slip through our fingers like this? He didn't let me slip through his fingers when he saved me from drowning years ago.
But she wanted to go, darling. We couldn't keep her against her will. We wouldn't want to.
We should have made her feel she wanted to stay. Where did we miss, Mary? Oh, by golly, I could throttle Aunt Serena. She's behind this. She was sore because we took Phyllis in, and she saw to it that Phyllis left.
Oh, Larry, I could cry. Larry Jr. will cry.
She shouldn't have done that to him. She could do it to us, but not to him. He really loved her, Mary. And how will we explain it to him?
Maybe she explained it herself. Maybe she told him where she was going.
No,
Why not?
because he'd be awake right now. He'd be crying.
Oh,
Did she ever mention a single friend to you?
no, not one. But, Larry, that doesn't mean she didn't have them. She did very little talking, and she gave no confidence.
How much money did she have on her?
I don't know.
Darn little you can depend on that. If only she'd had the refund on her ticket to Ohio. It hasn't come yet. Look here, Mary, I'm going down to the Rosehaven station. If she was there, they'll remember. And they'll remember where she bought her ticket to.
Darling, she asked us not to try to find out.
I don't care what she asked. She's sick, in body and mind. I don't think she knew what she was doing. Don't forget she fainted this afternoon.
She may have been delirious, yes.
Okay, I'm going. You stay here.
All right. Larry, what was that poem she quoted from at the end of her note?
I don't know. I haven't got time to think about it now. I'll call you from the station if I get a clue and decide to go back to New York.
Larry's been out of the house only a short time when the phone rings. Mary hurries to it, thinking, of course, that it must be Phyllis. But...
Hello, Mary. Hope you two haven't hit the sack yet.
Oh, Tom.
I had to call up to tell you a swell idea I just got.
Tom, listen.
You know how we couldn't persuade Phyllis to let Larry give her acting lessons? Well, how's this? I'm writing this play with a part in it for her, see? We tell her we think she's the only one in the world who can play it, but she can't do it unless she learns to act. That ought to get her, don't you think?
Phyllis is gone.
You'll prove to her that there really is a... What'd you say, Mary?
I said she's gone. When Larry and I got back here tonight, she disappeared.
Gone? Disappeared?
She's run away. We don't know where. Larry's gone down to the station looking for her now.
Mary, you're joking.
I wish I were. I'm so worried I don't know what to do. She's sick. No money. Oh, Tom, isn't it awful?
Well, why did she do it?
She left a note, but it didn't really say why she went. She just asked us not to try to find it.
I'm coming out there.
Tom, what's the use? I just told you.
I'll help Larry look for her. Don't tell me not to, Mary, because I'm coming. I'll be out on the next train I can catch.
Tom, wait a minute. Larry just came in the front door. Larry, I'm in the library. Did you find her?
No, I didn't find her.
Had the station agent seen her?
No. Who are you talking to?
Tom, he's beside himself. He says he's coming out.
Give me the phone. Tom?
Did you find her, Larry? Was she there?
No, and hadn't been.
I'll be out on the next train.
Tom, you... He hung up.
He's coming out, isn't he?
Yes, the idiot. What's the use, Mary? She's gone. She doesn't want us to look for her. She wouldn't want us to find her. Didn't you tell him that?
Yes, I told him.
Then why is he coming? What's he got to do with this?
Larry, I think he's a little bit in love with Phyllis.
Tom? Tom Bryson?
Yes, I do. He didn't say so, but he came out here this afternoon for no other reason except to see her. And look how he acted just now.
Not old Tom. And Liz is so much younger.
Not terribly much. Oh, Larry, tell me what the station agent said.
Oh, what was there to say? You hadn't seen her, that's all.
Did you look for her as you drove along?
Of course. She's just disappeared into the night, Mary. That's all there is to it.
Well, she was like a dream anyhow. Maybe she never happened at all, Larry. Maybe we did dream it.
Now, 2 hours later, Larry, Tom, and Mary are sitting in the library talking. Talking and getting nowhere. No one seems willing to try to sleep. And a pall of depression settled over them all.
We've said the same thing over and over and over.
Oh, I don't believe Phyllis would have done this if she'd had any conception of what it would do to us. I don't think she meant to hurt anyone.
No, I don't think so. She's not that kind. Not Lissa.
The more I think about it, the more I think she went because she thought she was too much of a burden. Oh, of course she didn't realize how much it would hurt us and frighten us.
Yes. All along she protested about being so much trouble.
Larry, did you say anything to her down on the beach today that scared her or hurt her feelings?
That I know of. Certainly didn't intend to. We just talked about my giving her acting lessons, and she refused.
Well, why did she refuse? You mustn't have done it very graciously.
Now, if you're going to try to put this all on me, you can't do it.
No, Tom. This was something within Phyllis. A kind of torment.
Yes, she was tormented. Well, that's the word, Mary. She was cheerful and sweet and even gay, but it was all on the surface. I noticed it from the very beginning. Remember I told you?
You did tell us.
And that's why I said she had to have something to occupy her mind.
I wish we could make something out of that note.
I keep trying to remember where that line of poetry came from she quoted.
Oh, I know. Christina Rossetti.
Can you quote the rest of it, Tom?
Yeah, I think so. Let me see. Remember me when I'm gone away.
I can hear her saying it, can't you?
Yeah.
So can I.
Remember me when I am gone away, gone far away into the silent land, when you can no more hold me by the hand, nor I have turned to go, yet turning stay. Remember me when no more day by day you tell me of our future that you plan. Only remember me. You understand it. It will be too late to counsel then or pray. Yet, if you should forget me for a while and afterwards remember, do not grieve. For if the darkness and corruption leave a vestige of the thoughts that once I had, better by far you should forget and smile than that you should remember and be sad.
Tom. Mary.
What's the matter, Larry?
That poem.
What about it?
If I remember correctly, it was supposed to have been written about someone who thought he was going to die.
Tom, Larry, you don't think...
Yes, I do.
Don't miss tomorrow's gripping chapter of Backstage Wife, the story of Mary Noble and her husband Larry Noble, famous Broadway star.